Oh, today I am doing something completely insane, and it actually has been proven to be very good for many people, good for people with ADHD. So, and I will get into those benefits in a bit, but let's go. And there's my friend. I'm going in that water. That's cold. Woo, that was something. I had to wear my sunglasses home. It is like not sunglasses weather because my glasses fell in the sand and got water on them. But anyway, cold. I started to warm up, but now I'm going to go build a fire. And then I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to work out because I'm cold. Then I'm going to tell you why that is so good for people, especially people with ADHD, or something else that you can do if you don't want to cold plunge.
Now I want to talk about why cold plunging is good for people with ADHD. And the funniest thing is I'm actually filming this 2 weeks later than I originally did, and I'll get to why in a second. Maybe you can tell. So first of all, it can actually improve focus. I myself have noticed this huge because as an ADHDer, I definitely have focus issues. And cold plunging can actually initiate the fight or flight in our body without that anxiety, at least for me, which can really help with focus by activating the sympathetic nervous system. It also releases epinephrine, norepinephrine, and dopamine, which are all neurotransmitters that can help us feel good and focused. And like I said, I feel incredible after I cold plunge. It is just such a cool feeling.
That's cold.
And I miss it. And I'll get to that in a second. And it can also improve sleep. I myself noticed a big improvement in my sleep since starting to cold plunge on the days when I did cold plunge. Now, when you are looking at cold plunging, always a good idea to check with your doctor. A lot of the studies around it are very new. Some things are anecdotal, some things are hypothetical. Some people say, I swam every day in cold water and look at me, I'm a very healthy 85-year-old, which I think is very cool. There could be other factors contributing to that though. So we need to look at that, and it's always good to check with your doctor. You do run the risk of hypothermia, drowning, or frostbite, perhaps even arrhythmias if you have like a cardiac condition, diagnosed, undiagnosed, something like that. So definitely not something you want to play with. There's Diane in Denmark, who's a lady I follow. She is very cool. She does winter bathing, she calls it. There are some safety things that you can do, certain ways you're supposed to warm up. I've actually purchased like a really funny big hoodie, which I will use to warm up. Now, the reason why I'm filming this late is because I actually caught strep throat the following day after I did that last cold plunge. Now, there's no way that I got strep throat from cold plunging. That's just not how it happens. Now, some people say the cold can make you more susceptible to illness. A lot of us, when we were growing up, our mom said, put on a hat, or you're going to get sick, you'll catch your death of a cold, all of those things. Now, a lot of the reasons why we get sick in the winter is because we're inside more. It's cold and flu season. There is the potential that you are stressing your body when you are cold plunging, but it could be actually providing an immune boost. They just don't know. But the chances are that's probably not why I got sick. I think the reason I got sick is because I have 3 kids. They just all managed to get sick. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so what is the thing you can do if you really don't want to cold plunge? There are a couple, actually. First thing, you can spend some time under a cold shower. You can turn it on to cold for like the last 30 seconds in the shower. Personally, this is not my favorite thing to do. I would way rather go in the water. I don't know why. It is exhilarating. You feel incredible. The other thing that you can try doing is something called breath work. Now, if you look up breath work on YouTube or on Google, if you use the Calm app, or there's a great one called Insight Timer, and it is a series of breathing exercises. Now, again, this is something you could talk to your doctor about. I think you probably should, and you also should be doing it lying down. But a lot of it is just like taking some deep breaths in and then breathing out. And to get that exhilarating, like that focus, the creativity that can come from it is incredible. You actually want to be breathing out quicker than you're breathing in. So it looks like this. It's weird to watch people do, so I'm not going to do much of it. But that is another thing that you can do, and I will probably do a video on it